Manchester 1993, one of the world's most famous footballing cities, is for the moment home sweet home to one of the most exciting talents in the world game. International striker, full-time philosopher and footballing artist Eric Cantona, enfant terrible of the French game turned English phenomenon.
Et c'est une des solutions que j'ai trouvées à certains problèmes, quoi. Me dire que j'étais le passage.
My solution was to say to myself, you're just passing through. This way, when things got difficult, I'd say to myself, you're just passing through.
Last season's championship success at Leeds United was definitely one of the highlights, but not the only memorable moment in a career that's always been colourful, often controversial, but never dull.
D'être passé par beaucoup d'endroits aussi, c'est important.
It's important to have
Moi, j'ai
been
voyagé,
places.
j'ai voyagé, j'ai vu
I
des
have
gens, c'est
travelled.
important.
I've
C'est
seen
important
many
d'avoir des
people,
gens.
and
C'est important
that's
pour toi,
important.
c'est important pour la
It's
relation
important
que
for
tu as avec les
yourself and for your relationships with others.
A cold, wintry day at the Cliff, Manchester United's training ground. The surroundings are in sharp contrast to the hustle and bustle of the south of France, where Cantona began life and his footballing career. But the different surroundings have been a key factor in Cantona's success in England. The different attitude to the game has helped relax the rebel. His decision to come here surprised many, but in England, Cantona has found a kindred spirit.
On m'a dit, il y a un truc en Angleterre, tout ça. Bon, peut-être que si pour quitter la France.
I was told there's something about England.
Je voudrais bien partir.
I said I'd like to go there because
recommencer, quoi.
I think the football and the people suit
Pour
me,
l'Angleterre, parce que je crois que c'est
especially the
des gens qui
people
correspondent, je crois que c'est un football qui
and the
correspond.
lifestyle.
Surtout,
Well, that's what I
surtout des gens
thought, and
surtout
I don't think I was wrong.
Je pensais que ça me correspondait et je crois pas m'être trompé. Et donc je partais.
So I started from scratch. When I arrived here, the spectators didn't know me, and I had to make my mark. I've proved quite a lot, and I still have a lot more left to prove. And it was great to win the league championship with Leeds United.
But nothing has ever been simple for Cantona. His arrival in the winter of 1991 was preceded by his reputation and controversy over whether it was Sheffield Wednesday or Leeds United he'd be joining. He turned down Wednesday after a brief trial, but liked what he heard from the Leeds manager Howard Wilkinson, who'd taken a gamble but was convinced the good would far outweigh the bad. In the player, Leeds fans took no time at all in finding an affectionate nickname for. And so convinced was Wilkinson that even though he was only half fit, Cantona was made substitute for Leeds' next vital match in their title season at Oldham. And for Leeds supporters, Cantona's debut was the most memorable thing about the game, as Oldham took a half-time lead. For Cantona, it was all new, which made it doubly exciting, but if he was keen to get on the pitch, he didn't have much longer to wait. Oldham went desperately close to doubling their lead before half-time, and it was then that Leeds decided the time was right for their French import. It wasn't a fairy tale start, but within minutes there were signs of the extra dimension Cantona would give Leeds in their run into the title. His speed for a big man and his strength were perfectly suited to the English challenge. His technical ability would help him stand out. Cantona was keen to make a big impression, and the Leeds fans desperately wanted to like what they saw. Come the end of the match at Oldham, neither were too disappointed, even if Leeds left Lancashire with nothing to show for an improved second-half performance. Oldham, needing to win for different reasons at the other end of the table, got a second goal in the dying minutes. But Cantona had made an encouraging start, and things would only get better in front of the passionate Leeds public, whose affection for the wayward Frenchman was to turn into a fully fledged love affair. The rebel had been given a cause, and against Luton Town he came off the bench again, only this time to even greater effect. Almost immediately he could have put Leeds in front. He didn't, but top marks for artistic impression. And it was looking as though it might be one of those days for Leeds against another team desperate for points to stave off relegation. Rod Wallace beats Steve Sutton, but sees his shot come back off the Luton bar. Even so, Leeds were full of increased self-belief thanks to their new substitute's arrival, personified by Gary McAllister, who went straight for the jugular. He didn't score, it was left to the number 14 to add the finishing touch. It might not have been the greatest or the most spectacular goal of Cantona's career, but its importance for the player and for Leeds the team was there for all to see. And Leeds' second was typical of the remainder of their season as they flooded forward, and Lee Chapman, their top scorer, who was to benefit enormously from Cantona's presence alongside him, volleyed in the sort of goal that had become the Frenchman's trademark. If the run into the title was a team effort and a tribute to the management skills of Howard Wilkinson, the gloss was provided by Cantona. Wearing the number 3 shirt but playing up front, he gate-crashed the Wimbledon defence, one of the most notorious in the league, to score another vital goal. And then in the final weeks of the season, fitter and more attuned to the pace of the English game, he scored what many regarded as the goal of the season against Chelsea. And in a season full of many memorable moments, there was no better goal scored at Ellen Road. Cantona had played a key role in Leeds' first title for 18 years, and what's more, they'd beaten their arch-rivals Manchester United in the run-in.
When he came to Leeds United last season, he came with a reputation as something of a bad boy. Now, Leeds fans aren't noted for their best behaviour sometimes, and I think that actually went down very well with Leeds. They wanted to see what this supposed bad boy of French football was like.
Something about his personality when he's on the field, you know. When I look at the Leeds team, I tend to look at Cantona because there's something special about him.
And just as Leeds had gone to the top of the table, so Cantona went straight to the top of the charts. Everyone from the marketing men to the musicians' union were quick to jump on the Cantona bandwagon.
Why I love you, I don't know why, but I love you.
Why I love you? I don't know why, but I love you.
chose à part, quoi, puisque le football anglais, c'est